Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the software which will helps to manage your business with a very effective and efficient way. That software is known as Marg. Marg is an inventory and accounting software in which you can easily maintain your inventory and accounts as well. It is trade specific software. You can easily customize it as per your business trade and according to your own convenience. For example, pharma, chemist, mandi, jewelry, FMCG, garments, restaurant and bars, departmental store, paper market, excise trading, manufacturing, ERP, footwear, plywood, automobiles, and etc. And also, you can customize it as per your user requirement. Or you can say, Mark Software is complete user-friendly software. There are thousands of reports and setups in Marg, in which you can filter them as per your need and can export them in Excel sheet. You can open multiple companies in Marg. As you know, Marg is a leading software in managing inventory, but you can also maintain your accounts in Marg with total security. You can purchase our inventory software as well, which is available at flat 60% discount for CAs and accountants only. Although in Marg Software we have all accounting features which are available in accounting software. We will only discuss about some unique and advanced accounting features of Marg. Let's start with the first option, that is data synchronization. This option is very useful for those accountants who have to visit personally to their clients for accounts maintenance. They have to visit their clients in 1 week or in a month, but this process of working is quite difficult because they have to bear conveyance and it also consists of wastage of time in traveling. But if you are using Mark software, then you need not to visit your clients personally. With the help of data synchronization, you can update accounts of your client from your home or from office. And after that, whenever you and your client will connect to the internet with PC, then your updated data will be auto sync through this option and it will automatically update your client data. So, in this way, you can easily maintain accounts of your clients from your office. Now, you can easily analyze how data synchronization option can be beneficial for you. Now, let's move on to the next feature, that is single entry. Through this option, you can enter all cash and bank transaction in a single voucher with multiple dates. Like you have to move on different vouchers for receipt and payment transaction. For example, if you enter a checkbook in your system, then you have to move again and again on different voucher, which is quite difficult and irritating job. But if you are using Mark software, then you don't have to move on to the different voucher for different transactions like receipt, payment or contra. You can easily enter all cash and bank transaction in single voucher through single entry option. And software will automatically convert single entry system in double entry and also post them in different vouchers accordingly. Let's see the demo for the same. For that, you have to move onto the accounts menu for Mark software. Here you have the option of single entry. You can enter in it and you can select cash and bank option. When you press enter, then you can easily select your ledger. As we are going to enter the checkbook of ICICI Bank, so here we select ICICI Bank. Now, your software will show you the opening balance whether it is credit or debit. As we can see, right now we have zero opening balance. Now suppose you receive a payment through the party. So we will take it as credit and press enter. Now from here you can select the party from whom you receive the payment. Then you can see date. Here you can define the date on which you receive the payment from the party. Here you can notice that your cursor will automatically switch on to the receipt column. Now here you can define payment received. Then press enter and from here you can adjust payment against outstanding bills. After that, you will see the column for check number or DT number. Here you can mention the check number against which you receive the payment. After that, you can mention remark or narration here. Then press enter. Now same. Again you can receive the payment from other party also. You can define date and amount in the same fashion as above. Then press enter and again you can adjust payment against outstanding bills. Then press enter and again here you can mention the check number and remarks. Now suppose you have also did some payment to your party. For that you will keep it debit and press enter. Then again you will select your party to whom you have done payment. And then you can also define the date of payment and you press enter. You will see your cursor will automatically switch on to the payment column and here you can mention the paid amount. Again you will press enter. You can adjust the amount against the outstanding bills. Same as above, you can mention the check number and remarks over here. And in the same way, you can enter multiple of payments and receipt transaction with multiple dates and remarks over here. Now let's take another example. Suppose you have deposited some cash in bank or you have withdrawn some amount from bank. In that case, you have to enter a contra voucher separately. But in Marg Software, you can also enter contra voucher in single entry and software will automatically convert it in double entry and post it in separate voucher accordingly. Now suppose you have withdrawn some amount from bank, then you will debit the cash ledger. Then here you can define the date of withdrawal and also can define the amount that how much cash you have withdrawn from bank. Same, if you have deposited cash in bank, then you will credit the cash ledger and again you can define the date and the amount deposited. So friends, here you saw how we can enter multiple of vouchers in single voucher through single entry system. To save this, you will press Tab key from your keyboard. Now, if you want to see the effect on ledgers, that whether transactions have posted in separate vouchers accordingly or not. For that, you have to press Ctrl plus L from your main window of Marg and you will see the ledger window will appear. From here you can select your bank ledger, that is ICICI Bank, and here you can see you have all the transactions which we have done. Now for more details you can select the transaction. While pressing enter, you can see your contra entry have automatically posted in contra voucher separately. As you can see on your screen, same as you can view your receipt entry have posted in receipt voucher with defined check number and narration. And in the same way you can view payment voucher with defined check number. In case if you want to modify or delete your entry or voucher, then you can do. As you can see at bottom, you have the options for modification and deletion as well. Now escape from here. So you have seen in Marg Software you can enter multiple of entries in single voucher and software will automatically post them accordingly. Now friends, you can imagine how this option can save your time and simplifies your work. Now let's move on to the next option, that is frequent voucher. This option will also help you in a very effective way. As you know, there are so many expenses which we have to bear in a daily basis, like tea expense, office maintenance expense, and etc. And generally, we do not enter these expenses on daily basis. We enter them in a week's time or in a month. But as you know, this process is very time consuming as we have to enter expenses in bulk after some specified period and there is always a probability of mistakes. But if you are using Marg Software, then you can enter all expenses in a single enter with multiple dates and narrations with the help of frequent voucher option. Let's see the demo for the same. For that, you have to visit Accounts menu of Marg Software. Here you have the option of frequent voucher. As you press enter, you can see ledger window will appear. Now for example, you are entering office expenses, so you can select office expense ledger. As you select your ledger, you will observe that software will show you the opening balance of the ledger if you have. Also, you can view a frequent voucher window. Here, the first option is with cash, means you want to enter expenses in cash. We keep it cash because generally these expenses are done in cash. The next option is expense. As we are entering expenses, so we will keep it debit. Next is amount range. Here you can specify the range of amount under which you want to keep your expense entry. For example, you want to keep expense amount range from 50 to 150. Now, next option is date. Here you can mention the date range from which date to which date you want to enter expense entry. Right now, I am taking a full financial year. Next is days interval. Here you can specify the days interval between two respective entries. Suppose you want to enter expenses in every 10th day, then you can define 10 here. Right now, I want to enter a voucher in every 5th day, so I will keep it 5. Now, next option is ignore days. Here you can specify a day on which you want to skip entry, which may be your weekly holiday like Sunday. So it is obvious that you will not enter any voucher on a holiday. As you specify the day on which you don't want to enter any voucher, then software will automatically skip that day and it will generate a voucher on next day. The next is ignore holidays. Apart from weekly holiday, there may be some extra holidays like gusted holidays. Again, in that case, obviously you don't want to enter any voucher on that holiday. So that you can keep it yes, and software will automatically skip all holidays, means software will not generate any voucher on holiday. The next option is number of random narration. Here you can mention the total number of narration you want randomly in all voucher. If you want to specify same narration in all voucher, then you can keep it 1. Otherwise, you can mention the number as per your requirement. Right now, we will keep it 2. As you press enter, you will see software will automatically calculate the total amount to be distributed on the basis of criteria which you have specified, like amount range, date range, and days interval. But still, if you want to change the amount according to your need, then simply you can change it manually. And as you change this amount, the software will show the effect on per entry. And then press enter. As you press enter, a remark window will appear. As we have mentioned 2 on random narration, so it will ask for first narration. Here you can define narration like being cash paid for office expenses. And the second is being cash paid for office maintenance. Now, when you press enter, you will see software will generate all the expense entries as per criteria specified. Like every entry is generated after 5th day. Amount range will be the same 50 to 150. And similarly, if you check narration at the bottom, then you will see software have picked random narrations automatically as we have mentioned. Now, to save this, you can press End key from your keyboard. Save changes, yes. Now, if you want to see your ledgers, press Ctrl plus L and ledger window will appear. Here you can select your office expense ledger and you can see your entries with random narration. You can view on your screen. Friends, here definitely a question will arise in your mind that if we enter expenses through this option, then how can we check that on which day we have minimum cash, negative cash or maximum cash? How can we check backdate cash status? So friends, I would like to tell you that in Marg Software you can easily check your cash status on backdate also. For that, you have to again open your ledger window. Press Ctrl plus L from your keyboard. And now select your cash ledger and press enter and select month-wise option. As you select the month-wise option, you will see you have some help keys at the bottom of the window. Here is N for negative, M for minimum and maximum level. That means if you press N key from your keyboard, then you will be able to view negative cash status. Means on which date and how much cash you got negative. Press escape key from your keyboard. And now if you press M key, then you will be able to view the minimum and maximum level of cash you have. You can see on your screen. So friends, in this way, you have seen how much this option can be beneficial for you. Now, we will discuss about a very unique and advanced report, that is ITST Auditor Report. As it is clear from its name that it is related to income tax and sale tax report. As you all know, during audit, auditors demand some specific reports which you have to make manually. But these reports take so much time in making, and you can't avoid any mistake in this kind of reports. So in Marg Software, we have a separate set of reports for that kind of reports called as ITST Auditor Report, which you can see on your screen. Here you can see the reports like party-wise sales above, supplier-wise sales above, sale above, purchase above, even transaction above report is available. Also, you can view sundry debtors above and sundry creditors above reports as well. Apart from that, you have capital account and stock summaries reports are also available. You can generate all these reports in just a single click without any mistake and can submit these reports to your auditor on time. Here you have a very unique and advanced option is available, that is unchecked voucher. This option is very useful for those accountants who have some operators and all the transactions are entered by the operators. And after that, accountants have to personally check those entries and then pass them. Through this option, you can check entries which are done by your operators and after that, you can pass them. Let's understand this option through a demo. Now suppose we have two users, one is supervisor and other is operator. We provided the authority to our supervisor that he can check and pass the unchecked voucher. But our operator doesn't have this authority, he can only generate entries. First of all, we will log in our software with operator's login ID and password. As you can view, we have login with operator's ID. Now suppose operator enters a payment voucher you can see on your screen. Now if your operator move on to the final reports menu, then ITST auditor report and select unchecked voucher option, then here you can see software will show an alert message that you are not authorized to use this option. That means your operator cannot check or pass unchecked voucher without your consent. Now let's log in with supervisor's login ID and password as you can view on screen. Now if your supervisor wants to move on to the unchecked voucher option, then you can see all the unchecked voucher which are entered by the operator are visible here. Now your supervisor can check the voucher and to pass this entry, press plus key from the keyboard and here you can see your voucher have passed from here. So friends, you have seen how this option can be very useful for you. Let's discuss about the next report, that is form issuable and receivable report. Through this report, you can view forms issuable and receivable report, and also you can receive and issue forms through this report. Forms refers to the forms which we have to receive or issue against sales, like C form, H form, E1 form, and etc. As you can view on the screen, here you can check status of the forms, whether forms are receivable, issuable, or already issued or received. For example, if we generate receivable report, then here you can see software will show the details like bill number, date, party name, amount, and form type which we have to receive, and if you want then you can easily receive or issue forms from here. Now let's move on the next report, that is VAT returns. In Marg Software, you have state-wise VAT returns are available. You can generate a VAT return in a single click according to your state. E-filing of return option is also available in Marg Software. Apart from that, if there are any changes applied in a VAT form by the government, then we provide an updated VAT patch within a week, which you can easily download from our website and paste it in your Marg folder. Then your VAT form will automatically get updated. That means you need not to update your whole Marg software. Our website is www.margcompusoft.com. For now, let's see the Delhi VAT return. Here you can see all forms are available according to Delhi VAT, like Annexure 2A and Annexure 2B. Here you have a unique option is text clubbing. Through this option, you need not to calculate manually VAT payable amount. It will automatically calculate your VAT amount, and also software will auto-generate journal voucher for the same. That means this option saves your manual work and time as well. Apart from that, if you want, you can view a text computation reports. Let's view it in software. How can we generate this report? For that, you have to move on to the final report menu of Marg Software. Here you have an option of VAT returns. As you press enter on it, it will open a window of states. Here you can select state of which you want to generate VAT returns. Right now we select Delhi here. Here you have an option text computation report. You can simply select this option. Now first of all you can define the date from which date to which date you want to generate report, like we generating the report for last quarter. Then you can select whether you want to view report for local or central. We select both. After that, you can select whether you want to generate for retail invoices or tax invoices, or for both invoices. Here also we select both. As you press enter, you will see you have multiple of format or options are available in which you can generate and view reports. As for now, we only want to view reports, so we select view, and here you can see your text computation report has been generated. Now you can easily view report for a quarter, like your total sale in January and total tax amount for the January according to the sale type. Same the whole details about sale return if any, and you can also view tax account details. You can view on your screen. So friends, here you have seen how we generate VAT returns according to your state and how we can view text computation report in Marg Software. Now let's move on the next option, that is voucher import from Excel. As it is clear from its name that you can import any voucher from Excel sheet in Marg. But the question is why and where we need this option. So first of all, let's understand the concept of this option. Maybe you have some clients who deals in some specified company's product like Nestle, Cadbury, HUL, etc. In that case, they have to use these companies' software for inventory voucher. But if your client wants to maintain his consolidated accounts in Marg Software, for that he has to re-enter all the inventory voucher in Marg Software. But this process is quite difficult and time consuming. And also there is always a probability of mistakes. So that Marg provide an option that is voucher import from Excel. Through this option, he can easily import vouchers in Marg Software if other software have the provision of exporting data in Excel sheet, and he can easily maintain accounts in Marg without any manual work. So friends, now you can imagine how this option can be beneficial for you and for your clients also. Now friends, let's move on to the next and very beneficial option, that is stock valuation as per bank statement. You have so many clients who have taken a bank limit from the banks, and bank demands stock value statement from those clients time to time, which they have to submit on time. And this statement they have to make manually. To resolve this problem, Marg have provided you an option that is a stock valuation as per bank statement, which you can view on your screen. Let's understand it through a demo. For that, you have to move on to the daily reports menu of Marg. You have an option bank statement under inventory reports menu. You can enter on it. Here you have two options whether you want to view stock valuation or just a summary. We select stock valuation. Here you have first option is company. From here you can select a particular company's product if you want to value only some selected company's product. Otherwise you can keep it no. Also you can select a particular go down. Next is date. Here you can define the date on which you are generating the report. Next is value. Here you can select the rate on which rate you want to value the stock. Now the next option is print rate. If you want to print rate in reports, then you can keep it yes. Otherwise you can keep it no. The next is alphabetic list. If you want, you can generate report alphabetically. The next is master or average. If you want that software pick rates from the master, then you can select master. But if you want to value the stock on average rate, then you can select average here. The next option is item details. If you want to generate the statement with item details, then you will keep it yes. Otherwise, keep it no. Here you have the unique options are add-on value and quantity. Through these options, you can manipulate your statement according to value and quantity basis. For example, if you want to increase your stock value with some percentage, then you can define the percentage. And you can also decrease the value. Same, if you want to increase or decrease the value on quantity basis, then you can define the percentage here. And your statement will be generated accordingly. So in this way, you can generate a statement as per your requirement. Now next, bank account number. You can define the account number and then press enter. And you can view your stock valuation statement have generated. Here you can notice that the statement has generated on company basis. As you can view on screen, here you can notice that statement has generated on company basis. As you can view on screen, here it is showing company name and then its product, then second company and its product, and so on. As you can see an icon of Excel sheet, if you click on it, you can see a window will appear. Now press enter and here you can see you can export this report, and here Word and PDF formats are also available. So friends, in this way you have seen how this statement can be beneficial for you. Now, I would like to tell you one more thing here, that in Marg Software, you can also generate the debtors aging report. This report is also very needful. As you know that some banks demand debtors outstanding list on days basis, because These banks believe that if the outstanding exceeds 60 days, then it will be bad debt. So, in that case, you can use debtors aging report. For that, you can move on to the books menu of Marg. Here you have an option outstanding. Then select debtors. If you generate this report, then you are able to view your debtors outstanding report. Now, if you press Alt plus P from your keyboard, then here you can see you have an options of aging analysis. If you want to generate summary, here you can see you have an option of aging analysis. If you want to generate summary only, then you can select summary. Otherwise, you can select invoice option. For now, we will select aging analysis invoice option. As select this option, then here you can see you have an option of aging as per. Here you can define the days and then view. Here you can select the debtors, and after that you will see here your report has generated on days or age basis. So friends, in this way you see how this option can simplify your work. Let's discuss another option. Friends, as you all know that according to income tax and company rule, depreciation should be charged on assets at WDV, that is written down value method. That's why we have WDV method in Marg for charging the depreciation on assets. But in Marg Software, you need not to calculate depreciation manually, and also you need not to enter voucher for the same. We have an option for that is auto voucher. Through this option, software auto generates a journal voucher for depreciation. Let's see the demo for the same. First of all, let's view the ledger. Here we have a machine worth of rupees 50 lakhs. Now, for charging the depreciation on it, we have to move on to the books menu of Marg Software. Here you have an option of depreciation. As you enter in it, you can view a depreciation chart here. Now to define the percentage of depreciation, you will press Alt plus M from your keyboard. Then you will see your cursor will auto move onto the percentage column. Now, for example, we charged 10% depreciation. So we define 10. As you define percentage, you can see software will auto calculate the depreciation amount. That is 50,000, which is 10% of 50 lakhs. Now further, to post the voucher, you will press Ctrl plus S, and here you can see that voucher entry window has opened. Now simply press enter from your keyboard, and here you can see your depreciation entry has auto posted by the software. Also, if you want, then you can define narration here. Now save this voucher. After that, you can check your machinery's value. As you can see, it has reduced by 50,000. Now you all know that depreciation is charged on half-yearly basis. That means if you charge depreciation on the same machine after 6 months, it should be reduced by 10% of 4,50,000. Let's see, does it works? Now we have already jumped up till 6 months date. Again, we will move on to the books menu, then depreciation, and then here you can see the value of your machine, that is 4,50,000, and the percentage is 10%, and the debt amount is 45,000, which is auto calculated by the software as per WDV method. Now we proceed with the same manner. Press Ctrl S to post the voucher, press enter here, and here your voucher has posted. Now simply save this voucher. Again, you can view the ledger, and here you can see that your machine value is again reduced by the depreciation amount as per the WDV method. So friends, in this way you have seen in Marg Software it is so easy to enter depreciation voucher without any manual work. Now the next option is bank reconciliation. All software has a complete process of bank reconciliation. So in Marg, you have also that option, But there is a difference from other software. In Marg, you can reconcile your bank through the soft copy of bank statement which is provided by the banks. Let's understand how it can be done. The soft copy of bank statement which you receive from the bank, you can easily import it in software and can clear all the checks in a single enter. For import this statement in your software, you will press F8 function key from your keyboard. As you press F8 function key, here a window will appear in which you can see import from option. Now here you will define the path where your statement is saved, like we have a statement named with report 11. Next you can define the date format and then date separator. After that, when you press enter, you will see your bank has auto reconciled through soft copy. So friends, now you can imagine how it is so easy to reconcile the bank in Marg Software. Apart from this, we have another option in Marg. And this option is very unique and advanced. That is bank interest reconciliation. As we have already discussed that there are some parties or clients who have taken a bank limit from the banks, on which bank also charged some percentage from clients as a bank interest. But if you ever analyze, then you will see that no one reconciled the amount of bank interest. Friends, now just imagine what happen if by mistakenly bank charge some extra interest, and how much loss we have to bear just because of bank's mistake. We even don't know about that loss because we never reconcile that. But you don't worry. In Marg Software, you have a provision for the same. That means you can even reconcile your bank interest in a single click. And this option is not available in 99% software yet. As you can see on screen, you just have to feed the details like your bank limit and rate of interest, and after that you will able to view your reconciled bank interest report. So friends, now you can easily imagine how this option can be beneficial for you. Now let's view the next option, that is bank pay-in slip. This option is very useful for those who have to deposit at least 10 to 15 checks into bank on daily basis. As you all know, for check deposit, you have to fill a payslip provided by the banks, which you have to submit with check, in which you have to mention the party name, check number, date of deposit, name of the bank and branch, account number, and etc. And it takes 2 to 3 minutes in filling only one payslip. So now you can imagine how much time it takes when we have to fill 10 to 15 payslip in a day. Even there are some clients who deposit 40 to 50 checks into bank on daily basis. So friends, now you can analyze how much time they waste in filling that payslip. Considering this problem, Marg have provided an option, that is bank pay-in slip. Through this option, you can select all the checks which you have to deposit in bank in a particular day. As you can view on your screen, when you select bank pay-in slip option, it will ask for deposit date. Here you can mention the date on which you are going to deposit checks. Then it will ask for checks up to. Here you can mention the check's date up to which you want to deposit in banks. And then deposit in. Here you can mention the name of the bank in which you are going to deposit checks. After that, when you press enter, software will auto load all the checks up to the date you have mentioned. Then you can simply post all checks in a single click, and then you can take printout of posted checks report and submit that with checks in bank, because that format is acceptable in all banks. So friends, now you can imagine how this option can save your time and manual work. Now let's discuss the next option, that is data freeze. This option is very beneficial. As you all know that before filing the returns, you have to tally your accounts, whether they are monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. After that, you file your tax returns. But in case if anyone modify or delete your transaction in backdate, whether he did that intentionally or unintentionally, your books of accounts get disturbed. So, to avoid this kind of mishappenings, Marg provide an option, that is data freeze, so that no one can alter your data. Through this option, you can freeze your data till you have tally your accounts. For that, you will press Ctrl plus F2 function key from the keyboard, and you will see software will show you the data freeze window as you can see on your screen. First of all, here it will show the last date of work you have done. Next, you can see last close up to. Here it will show the date up to which you have already freeze your data. After that, you have an option freeze up to. Here you can mention the date up to which you want to freeze data. And to confirm it, you will type freeze here. In this way, your data will freeze up to the defined date. Not only your whole data, but if you want to freeze only particular party's data, then you can do that in Marg Software. That means you have a provision for freeze the data of a particular party in Marg Software. So friends, in this way you have seen how this option can be protect your data. Now friends, let's discuss the next option, that is data import export. In Marg Software, you can import and export all the data, whether it relates to inventory or without inventory. First of all, let's understand where and why we need this option. As you all have to file returns of your clients and final their accounts also, in which you have to need some changes like narrations. For example, there are some transactions done in cash which cross its cash limit. So in that case, you have to modify them and also you have to add some remarks accordingly. For doing this job, you have to visit to your clients, or we can say you have to do this job at client end. But if you are using Marg Software, then you need not to work on client end. You can simply export your client's data and import it in your PC. And after that, you can easily check your client data from your home or office and then again export that from your PC and import it in your client's PC. And your client data will get updated. This option will help you in two different ways. First, your client's daily work will not hamper, and second, you don't have to visit your client personally. You can easily check data from your office and can modification accordingly. So friends, now you can analyze how this option can save your time and simplifies your work. Now let's move on to the next option. Every software have the provision to enter all types of vouchers like sale voucher, purchase voucher, etc. But in Marg Software, you can select commodity at the time of voucher entry. And this feature is also available in accounting software of Marg. Let's understand this through a demo. For that, you have to move on to the accounts menu of Marg, and here you will select the voucher entry, and then here we will generate a sale voucher. Now your sale voucher window will appear. Here first of all we will define the date on which we are generating the voucher. Next you can define the voucher number. After that, as you press enter, you will see your ledger window will appear. Now you can select your ledger. As you select your ledger, software will show the VAT summary window, in which you have first option is local or central. Here you can define your sale type, whether it is local or central. We select local. Now the next is bill number. After that, your cursor will move onto the commodity. Here you will select N and you will see your commodity window will appear. All the commodity will display here. You can select your commodity. Then here you can define your commodity is taxable, tax paid or exempted. For now we select taxable. Then here you will mention the tax rate and then surcharge rate. After that, here you will define the goods value. As you press enter, software shows you the taxable amount on which, and it will auto calculate the tax and surcharge. And also you can view at the bottom, it will show you the total bill value. To save this, press End key from your keyboard and here take it as a new reference. And now you will see your voucher entry auto done by the software. Now here you can define the narration. Now simply press End key to save this. So friends, you have seen how you can define commodity in sale or purchase voucher. Now let's move on to the next feature. You can export all reports in Excel sheet from Marg Software, which you can generate column-wise properly. At the end of financial year, you all have to prepare final accounts like trial balance, P&L account, balance sheet, which you have prepared column-wise in Excel sheet. So, through this option, you can export all reports in Excel sheet. Let's see the demo for the same. Let's export the sale bill in Excel sheet. For that, you have to move on to the reports menu, then sale analysis, and here select sale book. Now here, you will define the date from which date to which date you want to generate your sale book. Now accept it. And also you have multiples of filter. You can also filter your report as per your need. Now here you will see your sale book has generated. Now if you press Alt plus P from the keyboard, then you will be able to view print preview, or if you want to print your report, then you can select print option. For now we will view it. Then select last total because we just want to view last total. Now here your report has been generated. After that, you can export your report in Excel sheet. For that, you can see at the bottom of right side, here you have an icon of Excel. If you click on this icon, then you are able to export this in Excel sheet. As you can view on screen, your Excel sheet is generating. Now your report has successfully exported column-wise in Excel sheet. Now from here, you can modify your report or you can apply any formula if required. Now, after that, let's export a final report in Excel sheet. For that, we will move on to the final reports menu, and here you have all final reports are available like trading account, P&L account, balance sheet. For now, let's export P&L account. Enter on it, select current, and here your P&L account has generated. Now same, press Alt plus P. Here you have some options which you want to print. For now, we select trading and P&L account. Here again, you have a window where you can change the heading of your report and select the options as per your need. Now here you have multiple of formats in which you can export your report like Excel, Word and PDF. For now, we select Excel, and here you can see your P&L account has exported in Excel sheet. Now if you want, you can modify your report as per your need, as you can view on your screen. So friends, you have seen how you can export any report in Excel sheet from Marg Software. Let's move on to the next option, that is daybook filtration. Through this option, you can search any entry or voucher through ledger, means you can filter vouchers as per ledger's name. Let's understand it with an example. If you want to view bank ledger, where you want to check that how many expenses on phone you bear through bank. As you know, we pay telephone bills in cash and in check also. So, if you want to analyze that how many telephone bills you have paid through bank, then you can open your bank ledger and apply filter by press F6 function key. As you press F6 function key, software will open a filter window as you can view on screen. Here you can filter your voucher on basis of party name. As you see on screen, here first option is party name. Now the next is group name. You can also filter vouchers according to group name. For example, if you want to view only those vouchers which are related to indirect expenses, then you can type here indirect expenses and software will show you all the indirect expenses here. Also, you can filter your vouchers as per the narration. And the next option is voucher number. Same, you can also filter your entries through its voucher name. Apart from that, if you want to view only credit transactions or debit transactions, then the next options are debit or credit more than equals to or less than equals to. Here you can filter your vouchers as per the debit or credit amount. Apart from that, if you want to view only credit transactions or only debit transaction, then you can also filter vouchers accordingly. Now the next is index on. You can index your report as per date or party etc. And also you can rearrange them in ascending or descending order. So in this way you have seen that you can filter your reports as per your need. Now the next option is merge reports of multiple firms. If you are using multiple Marg software at different locations, then you can view merge report in a single software. For example, if you have multiple branches at multi-location or you have done multiple companies setup, then you have to maintain separate data for separate branches. But if you are using Marg software, then you can use merge report option, through which you will be able to view merged reports of all branches together. As you can view on screen, you can view merged reports like balance sheet, P&L account, trial balance, even stock statement, and etc. In this way, you don't need to switch from one branch to another to view reports, and you don't need to maintain merged report manually for all branches. So friends, here you have seen how this option can be beneficial for you. Now, the next option is user-wise menu. You can design user-wise menu in Marg software. But first of all, let's know why we need this option. As you know, in one software there are so many features and options are available. But for a CA or for an accountant, all options are not usable. they need some specific features of the software, like accounting reports, voucher entries, or some MIS reports, etc. That means they only need some specific options of the software. But to search any option or feature, they have to go through every menu, which is quite difficult and time consuming job. And this may confuse the user. So, considering this kind of problem, Marg provides the option of My Menu. Through this option, you can design your menu as per user requirement. As you can view on screen, here we have designed a menu as per an accountant need. Same as this, you can design the menu as per the user need, so that he need not to move on each and every menu of software to search any specific option. And software will be easy to operate for your user and it will avoid the confusions. So friends, in this way you have seen how the Marg software is totally user friendly. The next option is general reminder. This option is very useful as you have to remind some important dates like return filing dates. For that, you have to maintain a diary or a notebook. But in Marg software, you can set reminder for every important date. You need not to maintain any separate diary or notepad for these types of date. And also, you can view the reports. For example, we have set the reminder for VAT returns. So here you can check that on which month you have paid VAT and you have filed the return, and of which it is still pending. Apart from that, you can also set reminder for personal deposits like electricity bill, telephone bills, etc. So friends, in this way you have seen how you can use this option which will simplify your work. Friends, till now you have seen the unique and advanced accounting features of Marg, which can help you in a very effective and efficient way. Now, I would like to discuss some advanced inventory features in brief, which can be very beneficial for the clients to whom you refer the Marg software. Here the first is all types of free scheme. As you all know that in every trade, different types of schemes are launched, like buy one get one free, or sometimes there are some schemes launched on a particular brand products. Same in Marg software, you can maintain multiple types of scheme as per your trade. Even you need not to load schemes on bill manually. Software will auto load your scheme as you defined in masters. The next is all types of discount. You also know that every trade provides a discount in different ways to attract the customers, like some flat percentage of discount, or somewhere you have seen like 50% plus 40% discount. That means different types of discounts are available in market. So in Marg software, you have more than 10 types of discounts are available. You can apply discounts as per your trade, and also you need not to remind these discounts. Software will automatically load discounts in bill as you feed in masters. Now the next option is reorder system. The reorder system is very important for every trade. So many parties have to calculate manual the reorder quantity. They have to keep in mind that which product and how much stock is short. So this manual work of reorder calculation is quite difficult. But in Marg software, you can easily generate reorder, and also you can convert it in purchase order in a single click. Now the next feature is effective waste or expiry management. This option is very beneficial for those trades where the products have specified expiry limit. For example, FMCG, pharma, chemist, and etc. That means this option is very useful for those trades where they have to maintain a proper expired stock. In Marg Software, you have a proper expiry management process through which you can easily maintain your expired stock. Now the next is stock report filtration. You can filter all reports in Marg Software as per your requirement. And also you can filter stock reports as per your need. For example, you can view only batch-wise stock report or you can view only expired stock. So in this way, you can view your reports as per your need. The next is ABC analysis, means always better control analysis. This is the only report which you can generate as you want. Through this option, you can generate a logical report as per your criteria or requirement. This report is also used for view reports, and through this report, you can easily take care of your stock. Now, the next feature is purchase import from Excel. In Marg Software, you need not to feed purchase bill manually. Like, there are some trades where the purchase bills are very lengthy. Means it contains 100 plus items in a single bill. So this is very difficult and time consuming to enter it in system manually. So considering this problem, Marg has provided an option that is purchase import from Excel. Through this option, you can import a purchase bill from the soft copy which you can receive from your party, and you need not to enter it manually. It will save your time and avoid the mistakes. The next feature is bill format design. In Marg Software, you can design invoice format as per your need. You can add your company logo in invoice, and you also can apply watermark, and even you can customize fonts. Apart from that, you can take printout from laser printer or DMP printer also. Next is price difference note. You can generate price difference debit note or credit note. Not only in inventory software, but you can use this option in accounting software as well. The next feature is point system. As you know, point system is in a fashion for customer attraction. For example, if your bill amount exceeds rupees 1000, then you will get 5 points, which you can redeem from next bill or you can get some extra discount. So in this way, every trade provides points according to their business. So in Marg Software, you can also maintain point system. The next one is split option in inventory voucher. Through this option, you can split your payment. As we have some regular customers, sometimes they paid us half payment in cash and half left as credit. So in Marg Software, at the time of billing, you can receive some amount in cash and rest amount in credit. Now, the last but not the least, salesman wise billing. In Marg Software, you can do salesman wise billing also. So friends, in this way you have seen and how Marg Software saves your time and simplifies your work. Now for more inquiry, you can SMS us on 56767 number, or you can call us on our landline number, that is 011 30969600. Even you can also chat with us on our website, that is www.margcompusoft.com. Friends, here I would like to tell you one more thing, that if you want to know Marg Software in depth, or you want to learn any feature or option of Marg Software, then you can download tutorial related to the same from our website, that is www.tutorial.margcompusoft.com. Our primary goal is customer satisfaction and building long-term business partnership with our clients. Thank you.